Hello and welcome to yet another episode of our weekly tonic show, the Sunday Magazine, coming to you from the Unity Station, 80 Channel 5 Abuja. I am Serafina Okon, your uncle. On tonight's show, we shall be bringing to your viewing delight messages from the pulpit, INEC scheduled by elections in all affected states, as well as other interesting stories. These and more after this time out. Moving on, let's start with industrial action. The aviation unions in Nigeria have announced the suspension of their planned nationwide strike, which was set to begin tomorrow, Monday, August 11, 2025. The unions, comprising the National Union of Air Transport Employees and all other aviation employees, issued a joint statement deferring the strike action. The union cited positive developments following the interventions by the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, and other senior officials. The Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, tweeted on his verified handle confirming the suspension of the planned strike, which was as a result of his intervention, given a long relationship with labor unions. The minister promises to continue to work with other comrades to find lasting solutions to issues that have been pending in the sector long before he came to office, and by showing absolute good faith, the issues will be resolved one by one. And now to electioneering matters. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, will conduct by-elections in affected states. The outstanding by-elections involving 2 senatorial districts of Anambra South and Edo Central, 5 federal constituencies of Ovia Southeast and Ovia Southwest in Edo State, Babura Gariki in Jigawa State, Chichung Jaguru in Kaduna State. Others are Onitsha in Anambra State, Dekina Okura in Kogi State, and Zaria Keweye in Basawa in Kaduna State, Baugwai Shanono in Kano State, and Mariga in Niger State. The by-elections would also hold in Karim Lamido in Taraba State and Kauran Namoda in Madonna South in Zamfara State. Meanwhile, the Commission has fixed Saturday, 16th August 2025 for by-elections in 16 constituencies across 12 states of the country, involving a total of 3,553,659 registered voters spread across 32 local government areas in 356 wards and 6,987 polling units. The Commission will deploy 30,451 officials. However, in spite of the declaration of vacancies, by-elections will not hold in 2 states' constituencies for the time being, and they are Kanatu State constituency in Rivers State as a result of the current state of emergency, and Talata Mafara South State constituency in Zamfara State, following a legal challenge to the declaration of the seat vacant by the State Assembly, the statement added. Now let's talk religious affairs. Reverend Williams Nyashi of Aqua Church, Kaura, Abuja, has emphasized the importance of equipping the younger generation with adequate knowledge of the Holy Bible to shape society. During today's sermon, the cleric encourages parents to raise their children and wards in the ways of the Lord, highlighting the significant role parents play in shaping the next generation's values and morals. Ojiri Ogboru Arutere has more on this.
Aqua Church Kaura for a successful vacation Bible school. The week-long Bible school program held across all interdenominational churches every August aimed to train children in the Word of God.
if we continue to impact this knowledge, the fear of God in the life of these children, we'll have a better society tomorrow. You know, why we have these challenges and vices that we are having today is because in one way or the other, we have failed.
We feel it's important to bring about these vocational Bible studies where they are groomed to know much about Jesus Christ, so that someday they will take over the gospel of the Lord from us and take it to the end of the world.
This year the children are learning how to discover the bigness of God in the smallest of things. As little as a butterfly is, you know, the lesson we have learned is that God is intentional about it, intentional about everyone.
The church commended the children for dedicating their time to the things of the Lord and urged parents not to relent in studying the Bible together as a family.
Everywhere I go, I would like to make a difference, because this year the theme was magnified, and so I believe that everywhere I go, I would love to magnify who God is to everyone.
Magnified basically meaning where the things like how big God is, we're discovering them in the tiniest of things.
Many thanks, our religious correspondent, Ojiri Oborobutere. Of course, I think it's high time we go back to that communal living, because for some persons now, they can't even think of getting an apartment, a rented apartment, without a high fence and gate. It takes a community really to raise a child. We must go back to that communal living. Thank you, Jerry. Moving on. The Federal Capital Territory Scouts Council has flagged off its second Scouts Camporee in Abuja, bringing together scouts, officials, and guests from across the territory. The opening ceremony marks the beginning of a packed schedule of training sessions, drills, and community service activities aimed at building leadership capacity, practical skills, and civic responsibility among the participants. Isaac Jibo reports.